Thyristor-controlled reactor (TCR). It is a shunt-connected thyristor-controlled inductor whose effective reactance is varied in a continuous manner by partial conduction control of a thyristor wall. TCR is a subset of SVC in which conduction time and hence current in a shunt reactor is controlled by a thyristor-based AC switch with firing angle control. It consists of a fixed reactor of inductance L and a bidirectional thyristor wall which acts as a switch. Currently available large thyristors can block voltage up to 4000 to 9000 volts and conduct current up to 3000 to 6000 amperes. Thus, in a practical wall, many thyristors are connected in series to meet the required blocking voltage levels at a given power rating. Operating principle. Method of firing delay angle control. A thyristor wall can be brought into conduction by simultaneous application of a gate pulse to all thyristors of the same polarity. The wall will automatically block immediately after the AC current crosses zero, unless the gate signal is reapplied. The current in the reactor can be controlled from maximum to zero, that is thyristor wall closed to thyristor wall open, by method of firing delay angle control. That is, the closure of a thyristor wall is delayed with respect to the peak of the applied voltage in each half cycle, and thus the duration of the current conduction interval is controlled. Firing delay angle control. This method of current control is shown separately for the positive and negative half cycles, where the applied voltage V and the reactor current IL of alpha at zero delay angle and at an arbitrary alpha delay angle are shown. When alpha is equal to 0, the wall switch closes at crest of the applied voltage and the current in the reactor will be same as that obtained in a steady state with a permanently closed switch. So here we can see that IL of alpha is equal to 0. We get the same current waveform as we would have got it in a permanently closed switch, and when alpha has some arbitrary value, the, the current waveform looks like IL of alpha like this for a positive half cycle and this for a negative half cycle. Now this is a offset V omega L sine alpha. This is completely an alpha dependent quantity. So this offset depends upon the value of alpha and it is shifted down for a positive half cycle, and hence we get IL of alpha like this in a positive half cycle. This offset is shifted up for a negative half cycle of the current and we get IL of alpha like this in the negative half cycle. When the gating of a wall is delayed by an angle alpha, which is between 0 to pi by 2 with respect to crest of the applied voltage, the current in the reactor can be expressed as IL of alpha. So this, we know that voltage V is given by V cos omega t and IL of t is given by 1 by L alpha to omega t Vt dt. So V by omega L sin omega t minus sin alpha would be the value of current. Since the thyristor wall opens as the current reaches 0, the current equation is valid for the interval alpha is less than equal to omega 2 is less than equal to pi minus alpha. That means the waveform we get for within the interval alpha to pi minus alpha. For positive half cycle intervals, the same expression remains valid. For negative half cycle intervals, the sign of the terms in the equation becomes opposite. The term V by omega L sin alpha is simply an alpha dependent constant by which the sinusoidal current obtained at alpha is equal to 0 is offset. It is shifted down for positive and up for negative half cycles. Now we see the operating waveform. The magnitude of the current in the reactor can be varied continuously by this method from maximum to 0, that is alpha is equal to 0 to alpha is equal to pi by 2, as shown here in the figure, where the reactor current IL of alpha together with its fundamental component ILF of alpha are shown at various delay angles. So here we can see this is our voltage waveform. When alpha is equal to 0, we get IL of alpha waveform like this. If we fire at alpha is equal to alpha 1, then we get this current waveform for IL of alpha. This is the current waveform for IL of alpha 2. This is the current waveform for IL of alpha 3. And this is the current waveform for IL of alpha 4. And we have a fundamental current waveform ILF of alpha shown like this. The adjustment of the current in the reactor can take place only once in each half cycle in 0 to pi by 2 interval. The worst case delay when changing the current from maximum to 0 or vice versa is a half cycle of the applied AC voltage. The amplitude ILF of alpha of a fundamental reactor current can be expressed as a function of angle alpha. ILF of alpha is given by V by omega L 1 minus 2 by pi alpha minus 1 by pi sine of 2 alpha. Here we can see the amplitude variation of a fundamental current with respect to firing angle. On y-axis we have the fundamental current and on x-axis we have firing angle. So when firing angle alpha is equal to 0, the fundamental current is 1 per unit. It gradually reduces and it becomes 0 at alpha is equal to 0. To find the exact value, we can substitute any value of alpha here in this equation and find the value of fundamental current for that particular delay angle alpha. The operating characteristics of TCR are given here. The practical TCR can be operated anywhere in a defined VI area, the boundaries of which are determined by its maximum attainable admittance, voltage, and current ratings. The TCR limits are established by design from actual operating requirements. So here you can see this is VL max voltage limit, this is IL max current limit, BL max is the maximum admittance of the TCR and BL is the admittance of the reactor. Now what is thyristor switched reactor? It is a shunt connected thyristor switched inductor whose effective reactance is varied in stepwise manner by full or zero conduction operation of a thyristor wall. If TCR switching is restricted to a fixed delay angle, usually alpha is equal to 0, then it becomes TSR, that is thyristor switched reactor. TSR provides a fixed inductive admittance and thus when connected to AC system, the reactive current in it will be proportional to the applied voltage. So whatever will be the applied voltage, it has a fixed reactive admittance and the current will be proportional to the applied voltage. Thank you.